Good morning and welcome to Brighton High School and the 2017-2018 award ceremony. My name is Tom Hall and I have the pleasure of serving as the principal here. It is my distinct honor to be able to introduce to you today our honored guests and student award winners. I would like to thank our parents, Board of Education members who are with us today, administrators, faculty, staff, fellow students, and community members for attending today's ceremony and celebrating the accomplishment of our Brighton High School students. At this time, I ask that everyone please silence their cell phones so that we may properly honor our distinguished students and Alumni Hall of Fame inductees. We will begin with our school-wide awards. Our first award has two winners. The New York State Attorney General Triple C Award for character, courage, and commitment. These students have shown a commitment to learning, to his or her community, and to his or her fellow classmates. The two winners, James Carl and Sophie Goldstein. And if you come right at the front of the stage, New York State Comptroller Achievement Award, awarded to a senior who has excelled academically and has shown leadership potential by volunteering of her time to serve the school or community. This year's winner, Francesca McDonald. Unfortunately, Francesca woke up with a very bad cold this morning. She won't be with us, but congratulations. The Al Lewis Award. This award is given to a senior who has demonstrated hard work and commitment to their academics. This year's winner, Josiah Smith. Our next award has two recipients. The Monroe County Executives Community Award, designed to recognize the many volunteer contributions made by our young people. This is awarded to a senior who has demonstrated a significant commitment to helping others and who served as a role model for future generations. Two winners, Sushmita Patel and Finian Wood. In memory of Eric Roth, awarded to a student who has shown humanitarianism and generous service to others. This year's winner, Catherine Callahan. The Aaron Hjb Award, awarded to a senior who demonstrates honesty, fairness, and respect towards others. This student exhibits generosity and modesty in offering help and encouragement to others. This young person has a healthy sense of humor about life and self. This year's winner, Jack Richards. Award, awarded to a senior demonstrating the following qualities: creating enthusiasm for scholarship, stimulating a desire to render service to the school and to the community, promoting citizenship, and encouraging the development of character in others. This year's winner, Michaela Sizer. And our next presenter will be Ms. Wheeler.
Good morning. This year's Samuel H. Bloom Award for International Friendship and Understanding goes to two students who have shown through their words, actions, and overall kind and caring demeanor what international friendship means. Nilay Samara from Syria and Leo Tsepunyak from Kazakhstan have befriended many students over a very short period of time at Brighton High School. Their insights, sensitivity towards others, and scholarship are commendable. Congratulations, Nilay and Leo. Presented by Mr. Seeger.
Good morning, everyone. Grace Crow, would you stand, please? Grace, we haven't met yet, but my name is Stephen Seeger. I'm an attorney with Seeger and Shortino, and we're presenting you today with the Seeger and Shortino Award for Integrity. Integrity is a value that our firm holds dear to our hearts. It's, at least in our opinion, the one pillar of character that comes before all. And your school has selected you to receive this award because you embody the ideal of integrity, and I congratulate you on that. What is integrity? Honesty, honor, and doing the right thing when perhaps it's not that easy to do. Grace, I congratulate you with this award, and I wish you only the greatest success at SUNY Binghamton in the days ahead. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the next award will be presented by Mrs. Kimberly Hay.
Good morning. As I present this award on behalf of the Brighton Association of Education Office Professionals, I want to give you an idea of the type of extraordinary individual who receives the Zora Katz Award. This award is given in the memory of Zora Katz, a businesswoman whose dedication and hard work embodied so much for the Brighton School District. This year, our recipient is described by her counselor, Kevin Donahue, as a conscientious student who always does the right thing. Her energetic and positive demeanor have a contagious effect on those around her, peers and adults alike. She is a success in FBLA, DECA, and the Finance Club. Her family owns and operates a restaurant in Rochester, and it is no surprise that she has become an integral part to her family's success. In terms of scholastic expectations, she is motivated, unrelenting, and responsible. This student has chosen an ambitious coursework path through Brighton High School, including several independent study courses in the business field. This fall, Maggie will be attending the Holt International School of Business in Boston. I'm honored to present the Zora Katz Award to Maggie Chen. The next award will be presented by Mrs. Wiggins.
The esteemed Nelson Mandela said that a good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. We need good heads and good hearts in our world always, but I feel like especially now, And those who have superior critical thinking and analysis skills, those who can communicate eloquently, those who can passionately yet humbly pursue their curiosities and academic pursuits, are the ones whose strong moral compasses will have the greatest impact. I have the distinct honor today of celebrating with you just such a person. This young woman is a true scholar of English, of the literary arts, and of life. The English department is confident that she will use her words to impact many. The English department award this morning goes to Elizabeth Combo. The next award will be presented by Mrs. Munch.
Every year, the math department gives an award in memory of John Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez was a dedicated teacher and the coach of the Brighton math team in the 1970s and 80s. The award is given to a student or students who displays the same love of mathematics and the support of the math team that Mr. Gonzalez did. This year, we are honored to have two recipients. As the coach of the math team, I have worked with both of these young people since they were in 9th grade, and I currently have them in Calculus 3. They are co-captains this year, fulfilling the many duties and being my right-hand people by organizing and contacting the team members, maintaining our team website, and generally making sure we are where we are supposed to be. Both of these young people are continuing their studies, one at the University of Pennsylvania in physics, and the other one at the University of Rochester in computer science, and they both promised me that they will continue their mathematics studies. So, our winners this year for the John Gonzalez Award is Lisa Yang and Aditya Kundaral. The next award will be presented by Mr. French.
It is my pleasure to present this award to Hjb Memorial. Joey has taken a variety of technology courses offered at BHS. The concept of technology and engineering come naturally to Joey, and he has demonstrated the ability to problem solve in many different subject areas, whether it's making a hydroelectric generator in energy and sustainability or designing parts on the 3D printer in advanced CAD. Joey constantly demonstrates the quality of an ideal student. He works well with others, participates in discussions, and goes above and beyond what is expected of him. On behalf of the Brighton Technology Department, we're awarding Joey Valenti with a $100 Home Depot gift card and a plaque designed and engraved by the TCMS technology teachers.
Publisher Pearson would like to recognize the achievements of an outstanding student of Spanish at Brighton High School. I am pleased to give the Pearson Auténtico Award to Sienna Storozinski. White was a teacher whose love of French language and culture touched the lives of many Brighton students. A memorial award in his name is given to a senior who has demonstrated motivation and enthusiasm for learning French. This year's award goes to Audrey Vinton. Chapter of the Sullivan Society of America awards scholarship money to an outstanding senior student of German who takes the National German exam. I am pleased to present this award to Lucy McKenzie. Who score high enough on the National German exam are eligible to win a 4-week, all-expense-paid study trip to Germany, sponsored by the American Association of Teachers of German and the German government. This year's recipient scored in the 95th percentile on the National German exam. Congratulations to Elizabeth Summers. Shepherdson Award, given in honor of a very accomplished Brighton teacher who taught Russian and French. It is awarded to a student who shows dedication and achievement in the study of a less commonly taught language. I am proud to present this award to Kristen Nail. The Sullivan Language Award is given in honor of a former language teacher and department coordinator who taught Spanish, French, and German at Brighton High School for many years. The student who receives this award has impressed her teachers in more than one language. This year's recipient is Hjb Memorial. The next award will be presented by Mr. Struzik.
Good morning. The Brighton High School Music Department Award is presented to a student that has excelled in all curricular areas of music as well as extracurricular, including band, chorus, orchestra, extracurricular vocal groups, and pit orchestra. The award this year is presented to Abigail Chilson. The next award will be presented by Mrs. Snell.
The BHS Musical Theater Award is given to a student who has excelled in the performing arts during their time at Brighton High School and has shown particular ability in and dedication to the genre of musical theater. This year's 2 recipients have not only given exceptional performances in dozens of productions, but have given back to the program through their strong and capable leadership. They have both given many memorable performances on this stage, and that journey has taken them from roles like Gingy and Pig No. 1 in Shrek, through Joanna, the Beetle, and Sweeney Todd, to Aaron Schultz and Elle Woods in Legally Blonde, with many more along the way. They have shown skill and ability in every role and have been true leaders in every production. It is my pleasure to introduce the 2 winners of this year's Brighton High School Musical Theater Award, Aaron McManus and Thomas Massey Williams. next awards will be presented by Mrs. Schauber.
Good morning. It makes sense that I would introduce the winners of this year's theater award as a couple, Eric DeVore and Chloe Komorowski. Come on up. They've been paired in performances for quite some time, culminating in their heartfelt portrayals of Mr. and Mrs. I've got the wrong name here. Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs in our recent production of Our Town. Beyond their talent and participation in our shows, Chloe and Eric have earned this award for their unflinching dedication to the process and the goals of theater, teamwork, and an open mind. They both work tirelessly to make our theater program welcoming, open, and a safe place for all. No matter what the role, the job, the effort, both of them dig in 110% and make our work easy. You'll have one last chance to see them apply these skills next week on Thursday, 7 p.m., right here in Enter Love. Eric will be acting and Chloe will be on our tech crew. It's free. Please come join us. So this classic friendship will continue next year too, because they're both going to the University of Buffalo. Congratulations. The next award will be presented by Mr. Coon.
Good morning. It gives me great pleasure to present the D. Bradley Smith Purchase Awards. D. Bradley Smith was an art teacher here at the high school from 1951 through 1981. The award is made possible through the Brighton Education Fund and the generous support of the Smith family. This annual award is given to 2 graduating seniors who excel in the visual arts, and it allows us to purchase a piece of artwork from the recipients. It will be placed on permanent display in the building for future generations to appreciate. This year's recipients of the D. Bradley Smith Purchase Awards go to Chris J. Day and Jordan Meeker. The next award will be presented by Mr. Marion.
Morning. The Sporcer Senior Male Scholar Athlete Award is given to a senior that shows outstanding scholarship, citizenship, and athletic ability. This year's recipient is Brady McDermott. The Senior Women's Athletic Achievement Award is given to a senior that demonstrates character and athletic ability. This year's recipient is Renee Gangarosa. Senior Male Athletic Achievement Award is given to a senior that demonstrates character and athletic ability. This year's recipient is Noah Shinovich. The Senior Women's Scholar Athlete Award is given to a senior that shows outstanding scholarship, citizenship, and athletic ability. This year's recipient is Rachel Wager. Sportsmanship Award are given to senior male and female that are outstanding teammates. This year's recipients are Catherine Callahan and Ryan Martin. Unfortunately, Ryan TJ Sullivan Award are given to a senior male and female that demonstrate the love of their sport and courage through competition. This year's recipients are Gianna Falma and James Carl. To present the next awards, we have Mr. Matz.
Morning. The Bosch and Lam Award is presented to a high school junior that demonstrates exceptional promise in science. Besides receiving the Bosch and Lam Award medal, the award winner is considered for a Bosch and Lam Science Scholarship at the University of Rochester. I'm pleased to present the 2018 Bosch and Lam medal to Danielle Mayman. The George Eastman Young Leader Award is presented to a high school junior who demonstrates high grades in challenging science courses, strong leadership at school and the community, and an extensive involvement in extracurricular activities. I'm pleased to present the 2018 George Eastman Young Leader Award to Austin Smith. Polytechnic Institute is one of the world's finest technological universities and is proud to recognize super academic achievement in science and mathematics. The $60,000 scholarship award to a student in the junior class should she pursue a study in science, engineering, architecture, technology at RPI. I'm very pleased to award the 2018 Rensselaer Medal to Maya Raynor. Award for Innovation and Information Technology is awarded to a high school junior that has strong interest in innovation technology, is enrolled in challenging science courses, utilizes new approaches to solve old world problems, and is involved in extracurricular activities. I'm delighted to present the 2018 Xerox Award of Innovation and Information Technology to Ben Levy. The Social Studies Department Awards, Dan Wilma.
First, a quick shout out to my peeps in my homeroom. Hello, peeps. The Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award in Humanities and Social Sciences. This award, given by the University of Rochester, recognizes two of the most famous pioneers of social justice. The award recognizes an outstanding junior who exemplifies the revolutionary spirit of these two individuals and demonstrates a commitment to understanding and addressing difficult social issues. Award winners are selected on the basis of scholarship, leadership, and community service. The 2018 recipient of the Frederick Douglass Susan B. Anthony Award is Solomon Syed. The Dexter Perkins Award. Dexter Perkins was a professor emeritus of history at the University of Rochester. He authored numerous books, including 4 on the Monroe Doctrine, a subject on which he was considered an expert. He was one of the great teachers in the University of Rochester's history. The award, in the form of a book, is awarded to the outstanding senior student in history. The 2018 recipient of the Dexter Perkins Prize is none other than Matthew E. Eastman. Mrs. Wrights will present the next one.
Good morning. At our September meeting in 2008, members of the Brighton Central Schools Retirees Association unanimously approved a motion to start a scholarship fund which would provide in perpetuity an annual scholarship to a deserving Brighton High School senior entering the field of education. In the past, we've awarded a $1,000 scholarship. This year, because of the generosity of the Brighton retired teachers, employees, friends, and family, I am pleased that we can award a $2,000 scholarship. It is to be used in your studies to become an educator. Educators are the future. Study well, nurture the students you will teach to continue our retirees' legacy. Congratulations to Jose Fernandez.
The Hjb Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student who plans to pursue an education career. And I just want to let you know that this is funded through the generous donations of the parents and families in Brighton Central School District. And our award recipient this year is Leah Goldberg. Our next award will be presented by Bella Angelo.
Good morning, class of 2018, and congratulations to you. Before naming the 2018 recipients of the Jonathan B. Angelo Award for Excellence, an award given in my brother's memory, I would like to thank the other students who applied for this scholarship and whose applications were quite exceptional. The JBA Board, as always, continues to be amazed by how many Brighton High School students meet and exceed the requirements for this challenging scholarship, as it requires exceptional performance in many areas, including academia, the arts, athletics, community service, and culture. This year we are awarding 2 exceptional and talented seniors as winners of this year's award. One of the awardees will be attending Cornell University, studying environmental and sustainability sciences. And the other will be attending Brigham Young University, studying history, social and political science, but also hopes to become a strong, educated mother, shaping future generations one day. They are both leaders in their school and communities, taking on multiple roles as president, vice president, mentor to others, clubs, and sports leagues. Both have been awarded Outstanding Scholar Athlete Awards. Both have been involved in performing arts throughout their tenure at Brighton. Both are highly motivated and committed to their respective courses of study. And both are committed to helping others and making a difference in this world. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipients of the Jonathan B. Angelo Award All Around Excellence, Audrey, Vincent, and Bria Hill. The next award will be presented by Mrs. Lynn.
This is the 12th year the Brighton Schools Alumni Association has awarded a 4-year scholarship to a graduating senior. And this year, due to wonderful support from our alums, we are able to increase the amount to $2,500 for each of the students' 4 years in college. In addition to academic achievement, the scholarship was conceived to recognize a student who exemplifies school spirit and participation. I am pleased to award the 2018 Brighton Schools Alumni Association Scholarship to a young person we feel more than fulfills our vision for this award, Dylan Holcomb. The next award will be presented by Mr. Nuringer.
Hi, my name is Jordan Nuringer, and I'm past president of the Brighton Kiwanis. Roy B. Vance was a banker, a businessman, and a philanthropist. You know what? I've been doing this for several years, and I usually start with boring stuff, and then we surprise the crowd by giving out more than one scholarship. This year, why don't we do something different? I have 4 checks in my hand. So let's get all 4 winners up here alphabetically. Rachel Armstrong, Catherine Callahan, Sophie Goldstein, and Audrey Van. A businessman and a philanthropist. He was a charter member of the Brighton Kiwanis Club and went through the ranks to become president of the club and lieutenant governor of his division. Upon his passing, he endowed Brighton Kiwanis with a fund to benefit the youth of our community. Brighton Kiwanis and its Vance Foundation takes great pleasure in fulfilling the mission by awarding a scholarship annually to a deserving high school student. The Roy B. Vance Scholarship is awarded to a student who has shown an interest in community welfare through participation in community or charitable activities. This year, there were many qualified candidates and the decision was difficult. The service that these women have done over the 4 years in Brighton, they all did so much, it was literally hairs that separated the winner from the rest. I personally know, well, they're all winners. I personally know 3 of these winners from Key Club. I usually do this afterwards. 4 women getting checks. 3 of them are in Key Club. Do the math. There's money in it for joining our service program. Key Club is one of the greatest high school service organizations in the world, and participating you get money. 75 years after Roy B. Vance joined Brighton Kiwanis, we on the Vance Committee had a very tough decision. Let's start with these. I'm proud to present a one-time $750 scholarship to a member of the freshman class at Washington University at St. Louis, Sophie Goldstein. I'm also proud to present a $750 one-time scholarship to a member of the freshman class at Cornell, Rachel Armstrong. So now I'm left with two. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. I'm so proud to work with these final two ladies over the past 4 years. For this year's band scholarship, we selected a lady who worked with our Key Club all 4 years. Doesn't know. As chairman of the scholarship committee of Brighton Kiwanis, I'm proud to present a $5,000 scholarship. Sorry. Over 4 years to a member of the freshman class at Cornell University and the Key Club's outgoing president, Audrey. A global organization of volunteers dedicated to changing the world, one child and one community at a time. For those of you headed to college, our collegiate division, Circle K, is a great service outlet. Again, for those of you not graduating this year, Key Club is our high school division. We sponsor a Key Club here at this school. If you're interested, see Mrs. Doyle to get involved. It might look good on your band scholarship application next year, and both Kiwanis and Key Club will be in action at the Town of Brighton's 4th of July picnic at Marion Center Park, and the Brighton Kiwanis Food Truck fundraiser in the parking lot of this high school next Thursday. We have 11 fantastic food trucks. I saw them all last night at the downtown food truck rodeo. They're all going to be here. Please come and help us put back into our coffers what we're giving to these ladies today. As I said, there were many qualified candidates and the decision was difficult. We wanted to include as many as we could. So this year we're going to extend ourselves even more and present a second band scholarship, this one for $3,000 over 4 years to the outgoing Key Club, Division 23, Lieutenant Governor. Kiwanis is proud to present $9,500 in scholarships to worthy Brighton High School seniors this year. The next award, the Urban Suburban Scholarship, will be presented by Mrs. Miller.
Urban Suburban and Brighton High School graduate, class of 1995. During my time in the Brighton district, I was very involved in mock trial and indoor track and field. Upon graduating from high school, I attended Monroe Community College, where I received my associate's degree, and then I went on to the University at Buffalo, where I received both my bachelor's and master's degree. I received my bachelor's degree in communication and my master's degree in informatics. Today, as I look back, I can honestly say that the Urban Suburban program has had a tremendous impact on both my academic and professional career and helped to mold me into the individual that I am today. I am currently the director of Rochester Institute of Technology Center for Urban Entrepreneurship. However, today is not about me. I'm here this morning to acknowledge the accomplishments of 4 Brighton High School and Urban Suburban students. These students exemplify the core values of the district and the Urban Suburban program. They have helped to promote academic excellence, foster responsible civic leadership, and encourage intercultural learning. Therefore, on behalf of the Urban Suburban program, it gives me great pleasure to present the following students with an Urban Suburban scholarship. Curtis Arline. and Gilberto Torres. The next award will be presented by Dr. Baker.
Brighton Rotary is grateful for its continuing relationship with the Brighton Central School District. They sponsored numerous international exchanges with Brighton students and provided a grant to Brighton School District to establish the new solar classroom. Each year, the Rotary awards a $2,000 scholarship to a student who's demonstrated exemplary citizenship through community service and outstanding leadership. In addition to a review of transcripts, resumes, and other related materials, applicants are asked to write an essay describing how they've demonstrated their Rotary motto, service above self. This year's winner is Lucy McKenzie. During the last 4 years, Lucy has been a digital literacy volunteer with the Rochester Literacy League, and for the past 4 summers has volunteered at Rochester General Hospital, where she helped hospital staff in the day-to-day workings of a busy urban hospital. In the past year, she's also tutored German students and continued to hone her own commitment to service, as well as assist in the success of her fellow students. Her volunteer service combined with her extracurricular participation in Natural Helpers Club, Musical Improv Club, Science Olympiad, and the League of Brighton make her a natural recipient of this award. Congratulations, Lucy. We look forward to hearing about your success at Vanderbilt University. Each year, Brighton Rotary also sponsors an oratorical contest in which contestants are asked to prepare and deliver a speech focusing on the topic, the role of ethics in the life I plan to live, by incorporating Rotary's 4-way test. Presenters are scored on the relevancy of their topic to the 4-way test, as well as on their delivery of the speech. The winner of the local contest is awarded $100 by the Brighton Rotary Club and moves on to compete in a regional competition. The winner of this year's oratorical contest was Sachi Sharp. The next award will be presented by Dr. Hall.
I'm sure Sachi will be here. Our next award, the Judy Wagner Scholarship Award in memory of Mrs. Judy Wagner, a health teacher who loved teaching and exhibited caring for her students. This is awarded to a senior who has demonstrated concern for others and is willing to give of him or herself. This student is a positive role model for his or her peers and is pursuing a career in the field of education. Haley McGowan. The Marion Community Service Award in honor of Marion Handel, a former assistant principal at Brighton High School. This award is given to a senior who makes a significant contribution to the life of the school community here at Brighton. This year's winner, Hannah Newland. The Hjb Memorial Scholarship, awarded to a student who exhibits characteristics of honesty, integrity, and responsibility. This student possesses a desire to reach academic potential. This year's winner, Matthew O. Sullivan. The Edward Reefsteck Award, in memory of Edward Reefsteck, a former athletic director at Brighton High School. This is awarded to a senior who demonstrates a sense of self-worth and caring for others. This year's winner, Elise Broder. The William Maxwell Memorial Scholarship, in memory of Bill Maxwell, former assistant principal and principal here at Brighton High School. This $2,000 scholarship is presented to a senior who has demonstrated leadership, integrity, and kindness for others, all of the Brighton Believes qualities. The senior student must also be pursuing a career in education. This year's winner, Isaiah Kelly. The Brighton Police Patrolman Scholarship, awarded to a student who plans to further his or her education in the criminal justice field and who has demonstrated service to school and community, honesty, integrity, and strives to be the best they can be. This year's winner, Gilberto Torres. Fred and Amy Karch Award, awarded to a student who is in the top 1/3 of their class, possesses a strong ability in math and science, and who expressed an interest in medicine or nursing. This year's winner, Judith Manikara. The BHS Believes Award, awarded to a graduating senior who exhibits the 5 character traits of Brighton Believes: integrity, responsibility, respect, self-control, and kindness, and also lives by the BHS mission. BHS believes that everyone has the right to attend school in an environment that is safe, welcoming, caring, professional, and free from harassment. This year's recipient, Carmela Felon. The Dennis Miller Memorial Scholarship, and with me today is Dennis Miller's wife, Sue Miller. We have 2 award winners. In memory of Mr. Dennis Miller, who was the Director for Performing Arts, this scholarship is presented to a student who demonstrates a high level of interest and proficiency in the visual and performing arts. Our 2 winners, Jacqueline Hager and Ella Lyons. I would now like to introduce our Brighton, well, before that, please give all of these students another round. 4 Brighton Alumni Hall of Fame inductees. In the future, and I say this every year, but it's so true, especially with this particular senior class and junior class, maybe one of you sitting there out there today will be recognized as a distinguished Brighton High School Hall of Fame award winner. I wish to thank BHS alums Ruth Taylor Carter and Stephen Gaudioso for providing me with the rich information I will share with you today. Each of these outstanding individuals has excelled in their chosen fields of endeavor, but perhaps more importantly, has given back to society through their dedication and commitment to making a difference in the world. Their recognition plaques, to be presented formally this evening at the Alumni Hall of Fame dinner, will then be on display in the Alumni Hall of Fame case adjacent to the main entrance. Our first inductee this morning passed away in 2017, but has left an indelible mark upon those he knew and those he served. Stephen Marks graduated from Brighton High School in 1965 with a strong interest in radio, an interest that carried over into his years at Cornell University, where he got his start in radio broadcasting, and the student-run station WBVR, which later honored him with its first ever Lifetime Achievement Award. Several years later, Steve reoriented his career focus, this time toward consulting on sales performance improvement. He conceived and established the Center for Sales Strategy in 1983 and led its growth as CEO for 25 years, from one-person shop to a roster of 30 full-time staff. In 2008, he stepped back from day-to-day operations to the role of Chairman Emeritus. Many looked at Steve's success in business and saw a story of entrepreneurship, but most of his colleagues and clients saw something else. First and foremost, mentorship. Steve's relentless focus on what was going on in business, but also helping to grow people. He had a positive impact on the lives and careers of many at a profound level. Throughout his career, Steve also maintained an active role in the community and religious affairs, serving on various boards, committees, and Jewish faith organizations. Steve is especially proud of his work in marketing and raising scholarship funds for the Academy Prep Center of Tampa, a school for at-risk inner-city kids of middle school age. Steve is being represented this morning by his wife, Meryl Marks, and Mrs. Marks. Thank you for being here and helping us celebrate his accomplishments. Our second honoree, Douglas Watson, graduated from Brighton High School in 1983. Doug went on to graduate from Yale Law School with undergraduate studies at Cornell and Oxford. He currently is president and CEO of the International Center for Not-for-Profit Law, ICNL, a world-renowned defender of human rights and civil society, and an advisor to presidents, prime ministers, foreign ministers in more than 100 countries on the legal framework for nonprofit civil society organizations. All of his work has been focused on public service. For the past 4 years, the nonprofit Times has named Doug as one of the most influential nonprofit leaders in the United States. Doug was a lawyer in the first case against Libya for the bombing of the Pan Am flight over Lockerbie, Scotland. He also served as legal advisor of the Czech Parliament and helped countries through Central Europe with their transition to democracy at the end of the Cold War. In 2013, President Obama and UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon opened a conference convened by Doug's organization and spoke about the global importance of ICNL's work. The U.S. State Department appointed Doug as the co-chair of its Global Philanthropy Working Group, whose members include the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Ford Foundation, Rockefeller Brothers Fund, and other major U.S. foundations. In 2014, Cornell University recognized Doug's accomplishments by bestowing the Cornell Presidential Award on him. When asked to cite his most significant intellectual influences, he mentioned Gene Green, his English teacher at BHS, former English teacher retired now, who we are most pleased to have here, I believe, today. Along with Doug's wife, Eva, also a 1983 BHS grad. She's here today too, and congratulations. Hjb graduated from Brighton High School in 1994, where she got her start in community service. She initiated BHS's first recycling program with student volunteers in 1991, hosted a 1992 presidential election assembly, and started a women's studies club and women's awareness club for social justice issues. She has said her teachers and leaders at BHS fueled her passion to help others, which is where she has dedicated her career and life's work. After Brighton, Hjb earned her Master's in Public Administration from the Maxwell School of Public Citizenship at Syracuse University and a BA in Business Administration and Sociology with a minor in Women's Studies from Whittier College in California. Currently, Hjb is the 7th president and CEO of the United Way of Greater Rochester in the organization's 100-year history. United Way's collective giving provides over $20 million annually to support a network of 75 preventative, evidence-informed programs serving more than 200,000 local people and develop strategies through an interconnected network of human service providers, corporate supporters, local donors, and volunteers and community leaders. Before joining United Way, Hjb was president and CEO of the Willow Domestic Violence Center, which serves more than 7,000 survivors and their families each year through a continuum of services. Under her tenure, Willow Center expanded programs and services, completed an $8 million capital campaign, and opened a new 33,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility to better serve the community. Hjb also previously served as Chief Operating Officer, Vice President of Operations for FoodLink, the Rochester-based regional food bank serving 550 agencies in 10 county service areas. She has been featured as Democrat Chronicle's Women to Watch, Rochester Business Journal 40 Under 40, and Syracuse University Rochester Alumni of the Year. Congratulations. Our fourth and final honoree this morning is Dr. Samir Shaw. Dr. Shaw currently is Clinical Professor of Medicine at the Alfred Medical School of Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island, Chief of Gastroenterology at Marion Hospital, and a partner with Gastroenterology Associates and Company, a private practice GI group affiliated with Brown University and Lifespan. Born in India, Samir immigrated to Rochester with his family at the age of 3. Once his family moved to Brighton for the school district's reputation, he attended Brighton schools from 3rd grade through high school, graduating first in his class in 1984. Samir earned his bachelor's in biochemistry at Brown University, and then his medical degree at Harvard University, Harvard Medical School. Samir has authored or co-authored more than 100 articles and books, chapters or abstracts, and given more than 100 invited presentations, primarily focused on irritable bowel syndrome, which affects millions of people in the U.S. and across the world. He's the recipient of numerous teaching honors, including Brown University's Teaching Recognition Award, Dean's Teaching Excellence Certificate, and Excellence in Teaching Award for Clinical Faculty, and the Beckwith Family Award for Outstanding Teaching. Samir is passionate about teaching, has taught hundreds of medical students, residents, and GI fellows, and takes pride in mentoring future caregivers, researchers, and leaders in medicine. He also is involved in the Sharon, Rhode Island public school system, volunteering as a soccer coach, and has consistently been included in the Rhode Island Monthly's list of top doctors in the Rhode Island. Samir credits the excellent education he received right here at BHS, along with support from his parents, teachers, and friends for preparing him for college and beyond. Congratulations. Amazing. Our honorees some of them will be speaking today in various BHS classes about their experiences and successes. Please join me again in another round of applause for these wonderful. An event like this would not not be able to take place without thanking several people. Overall event coordinators and planners, Assistant Principal Mr. Como and his assistant Ms. Maureen Sinsabant for working tirelessly to prepare and organize all of today's assembly and program. Thank you both. To all of our presenters, our jazz band director by Mr. Struzek, all of our parents here today for supporting our school and our students, all of our students for being such a great audience out there, even though I can't see you. Thank you. Our entire teaching staff for providing students with a foundation so that all of our students can find success. To our counselors for helping out with the programs and staging today. Mr. Ethan Marsden, Mr. French of BHS Morning Show for taping and broadcasting our show live. To Mr. Christopher Schneider and all of our BHS student tech crew for taking care of lighting, sound, and technical needs. And our head custodian, Mr. Luce, Director of Security, John McCabe, and all the security staff for assisting with all of the operations. At this time, our assembly concludes, and I'm pleased to wish all of our students a good rest of the day. Head off to first period.